Today's video. Restaurant has parking lot taken over by homeless encampment. Let's go. I'm sure where I live, where you live, where all of us live right now, there's a homeless encampment fairly close to you. Ever since COVID popped off, 4 years, 5 years now, whatever it's been, there are homeless encampments all over the world. North America, Canada, Australia, Ireland, you name it, they all over the damn place. Well, in this homeless encampment, they decided to just start pitching tents in a local restaurant's parking lot. Let's take a look at the wildness.
The owners of a Northeast Portland restaurant say they've spent months crying for help. They say homeless campers showed up in their parking lot and refused to leave. And up until now, they haven't felt a whole lot of cooperation from the city. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. For K2 News at 6, I'm Deborah Knapp.
And I'm Steve Dunn. As you'll see in tonight's City and Crisis Finding Solutions report, it's a fight that has taken a huge toll. What would you think if you pulled into this restaurant hoping for lunch? Does it appear to be an inviting place to you? Graffiti covers the walls outside, and just wait until you get inside. You'll find a dining room closed off by a couple of tables. It's dark and empty. The owners say the problem rests 50 feet out their back door in their parking lot. Homeless tents stretching from one end of the lot to the other.
How does the city allow this to happen to a restaurant? The restaurant pays taxes. The restaurant brings money to the city. It employs people. But yet the leadership everywhere seems to be lacking, right? President, prime minister, doesn't matter where they are, what they're doing, mayor, town council, cops. Leadership in the world right now is sorely lacking. We're low on leaders. We don't have nearly enough leaders for the problems that we have anymore. But I bet you, if you park there overnight illegally, they ticket and tow your truck.
Some customers, they afraid. They said, we never come back. We're not safe here.
Owner Ron May and his wife Yan immigrated to Portland from China in the 1980s. They've owned this building, a former Elmer's, and the parking lot for 15 years. But in the last couple of months, they feel they've been terrorized. They say homeless campers have vandalized their building, breaking windows, setting fires, and stealing from them. They showed us this video of someone taking a candy machine from the lobby.
You know, they broke my window before I fixed. But now I can do nothing if I fix it broke.
This is what compassion gets you, folks. This is when you care too much and you're like, oh, these poor people, they're so hard done by. They have a drug problem. You're an adult. If you end up with a drug problem as an adult, and I don't mean you're 18, I mean you're like 30 years old, that's your problem. It's not everybody else's problem. The city's job is to remove these people so these people can run their business. You immigrate from China in the 1980s in the 2024 in Portland, Oregon, and USA, you have to deal with this bullshit. All because people are overly compassionate. People can't, like, the idea that homeless people, and look, if you're homeless, that sucks. I feel bad for you. Fix your fucking problem. And and I'm not saying it's that easy. I've been homeless before. I fixed my problem and I was a teenager. So there are steps you can take to fix it. But what I'm trying to say is you can't allow homeless people to just do whatever they want because you feel bad for them. They can't just move into the restaurant parking lot. They can't just move into local parks. Like, what's next? People's backyards, balconies of apartments. They're going to move into hotel lobbies. Look, some people are homeless because they fell on hard times, and some people are homeless because they are hard times. They stole a fucking candy machine. They're breaking the windows, and the police and the mayors are doing nothing. Well, it's Portland. It's West Coast, so go woke, go broke.
They can order takeout or sit in the bar only. They keep their door locked until they see a customer pull up.
When I come here, I had to clean up the needle.
Clean up the needles.
Too much.
They find drug needles and feces out their front door regularly.
Every day, every night, we had to walking outside, have look, little attention. Then we keep it stay inside. We don't want to go outside.
The couple says they call the city's 311 almost daily, and they're told a report will be made. They say police have shown up with little results.
But police, sometimes they come, sometimes nobody come.
In the time we were here, we saw very few customers, and it was lunchtime. Some weren't even sure the place was open.
This place has been here for years. It's great food. It's the best Chinese food in the city of Portland. But the bad thing is the parking lot, the homeless, and it's bad for business.
So bad that Yan Mei would like to put the place on the market, though she realizes the challenges of that right now.
So you'd like to sell this?
I need a shelter.
You want to sell it because of what's going on here?
You own a restaurant, homeless people take it over, and now you're forced to sell your restaurant because of homeless people running the show. This is what compassion gets you, people. Look, be compassionate to people who are absolutely desolate like North Koreans. Being compassionate to fucking homeless people in a first world country who decide to be homeless, live in a apparently really nice tent and always have drug money, that's not compassion. That's just enabling disguised as compassion.
They even hired a fencing company, hoping to erect a barrier around their business, but ran into a roadblock.
The French company, they only do that side. The other side, by the sidewalk, the other side, the homeless people, they block the way. They can do nothing.
We found David Wakeman sitting on a picnic table in front of the restaurant. He said he lives under a nearby bridge. He feels for the restaurant owners and plans to talk to his homeless friends out back.
I think that, it could be, they could use their heads. There's other places, instead of putting it in a place of business, and disrespecting the business.
30 grand a year in property tax, and you can't get the police to do the damn job or the city to do the damn job. You give them enough money to pay a low income salary, and you can't get nothing done. Then you try to install a fence, and the police won't have the homeless people move out of the way for the fencing company to install the fence so they can't come back in. Look, that David gentleman there is homeless. That man has a level head. He's fallen on hard times. The rest of them, not all of them, but the rest of them that are especially destroying their property, shitting in front of the door, you just foul people. Look, this is the problem. When a homeless person recognizes this, the homeless people aren't doing something right, and the city just allows it, things are just flip. Like, what is going on? How do we have such lack of leadership everywhere? Feminine society, I suppose.
Because the campers were on their private property, the Mays needed to call 911. On Tuesday, they did just that.
More than 30 people or 40 people.
The dispatcher told us they would send one, maybe more officers. We waited for more than an hour, and nobody showed. All day, no police. On Wednesday, that all changed. Several officers showed up, along with city cleanup crews. By early afternoon, the campers were gone from the restaurant parking lot.
Now it's much better.
He has compassion for the homeless, hoping they find stable housing and assistance. Though plenty of trash was left behind, May tells me he's relieved that maybe he and his wife can sleep at night.
Today it's much better. Yeah, not like before. You look before it's horrible, but now looks much better.
It's going to help your business?
Yeah. Thank you, Steve.
The story isn't.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we'll always need local news. We don't need them for fabrications of worldwide stories. We don't need them for their opinion. We need them to deal with local issues. They put pressure on the mayor's office. The mayor's office realized the local news crew was there. They don't want to look bad. They want to get reelected. So the best way to get council people to get elected officials to do things is to threaten their reelection. But where's the leadership? Where's the leadership, people? You can't have homeless encampments destroying the world because we have so much compassion. We just let them do whatever they want because they're drug addicts. Look, if you're over 30, whatever happens in your life is your fault. That's right. I said it. I didn't stutter. If you're 30 years old and too dumb to not put yourself in these situations, then you're too dumb not put yourself in these situations. I'm glad that Chinese couple got their damn restaurant back. How the hell you pay 30 grand a year in property taxes? Somehow you get in the shit end of the stick until the news crew shows up. Lack of leadership. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me I'm right. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you do. Tell me if you've been to Portland. If you live in Portland, how fucking bad it really is. I'm out.